So the first thing you want to do here, you read the whole thing, read it from start to end and get an understanding of what the whole thing's about, and you'll see that this whole thing revolves around a 6-year period. Okay, so you draw your timeline, always start with a 0. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. She opens a savings account and immediately deposits 50,000. So there's my plus 50,000. Okay, 4 years later, okay, that's the first year. 2 3 4 years later, she withdraws 12,000. So there's my 12,000 with a minus in front. Interest for the first 3 years is 11% per annum, compounded semi-annually. From there to there, look, the first 3 years, 1 2 3. So I can see that means 11% semi-annually. The interest rate then changes to 11.5% compounded monthly. Alright, so for the rest of the time, from the 3rd year up to the 6th year, check, it's 11.5% now, and there's a 12 in a bracket. That's telling me compounded monthly. Once that has been drawn, you do not need to look at the question anymore. Everything that was given in that question is now before you in that timeline. So they want to know how much Leah had at the end of 6 years. This is what you have to understand now as well. This question is divided up into 3 parts. The start, the 50,000 in, and tell me when something changed. It's nothing, it's still the 50,000 in, same interest rate, blah 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 blah. You see here, after 3 years, something changed, After 3 years, the interest rate stopped being 11%. So we've just got to start by working out what she's got at this point. Okay, so it's easy now. Now you go back to grade 8 and 9 and you just do your basic simple and compound interest formulas. So 50,000 went in, 11%, check, I already divided by 100, compounded semi-annually, so there's my 2 underneath. How long was it in for? For 3 years. Alright, and don't forget to always times by the denominator there. So it's going to be 3 times 2, so it's a 6 up there. So you stick it on your calculator and you get that number. 6 equals. Alright, 68,942. There's a lot more decimals here. You leave them on the screen. This is rounded off. It's not right. This is right, not this. Okay, so guys, we're here, Now tell me when something else happened. We're going across. The interest rate changed there. When's the next thing that, in 1 year's time something happened. So we got to now do another formula for that 1 year. That 50,000 that Leah put in is not 50,000 anymore. It's gone. It's now become 68,000. Are you with me? So the 68,000 becomes your P, your present value of the investment. Okay, and then it goes in to the formula at an 11.5% compounded monthly. Okay, but it's only in for 1 year. You see, before the money got taken out. And don't forget to times it by the 12. Watch how I do it. There's that number. See, it's there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that number and I'm going to say times by and open the bracket. And I'm going to put this. Okay, it's the quickest way to do it. To the power of 12. And it gives you the 77,302. There it is there, okay? I've rounded it off to 2 decimal places, but you guys are going to use all of that. If you keep using all the numbers on the calculator, your final answer is precise. Okay, what happened now? At that point, 12,000 Rand came out, agreed. So you've got to take 12,000 off that, and it comes down to that. Alright, so let me just do it on the calculator. Let me take my 12,000 off, equals, so there it is, okay? And that gets multiplied by this thing here. And let's just see what's happening. What's left from there? It's only for another 2 years, at that 11.5% compounded monthly. Always make sure that that's there, and that's there, and that's there. Always with compound interest. Okay, so and you power of, what's that? 2 times 12, 24 equals. And you'll end up with 82,099.165, which will run off to 17.